Alright, we are back with an open door. Well, the door has lost its... I don't know if you noticed, the jam is damaged now, so the door doesn't actually lock or shut.
And then some people just...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Round 5, the final round of Swiss Tonight, in our Friday Night Magic Standard Tournament from Lost Legion Games and Comics in South Charleston, West Virginia. Ignore the titles as I've yet to update them. My name is Zachary Evans. I'm joined on commentary tonight by Joseph Messer and Garrett Meadows.
Correct.
And we will be bringing you this final win and end game. Both of our competitors are 3-1. One of them has... Yes. Up to 3 win and end games, but 1 win and end match. Scotty. So, who do we have? On the left, we've seen him already once tonight. Scotty Wright. Winning the rock, paper, scissors contest. If you want more, win your own play set, follow me on Twitter at ZachSellsMagic.
Who's he playing?
He's playing, if I can get through, Scotty's playing what? Bant control?
Yeah.
He played earlier in the night. He won that match, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's playing against Leon Fisher. Leon has played here before. I've seen him before, but I have not seen. He's not played on camera before. He is playing blue-white control.
You know, my show's Bant control doing good.
Yeah, so Garrett, you played Bant control to a 2-2 finish. Scotty Wright runs like the gods. Are you kidding me? Has Scotty Wright ever not drawn well? He has Adam Vickers-like drawing potential.
He did manage to draw a core Firewalker in his own cube against my mono red deck.
Yeah, he did do that.
Hey, look what card I put in my cube.
I told him he's going to have to take that Firewalker out. It's way too hateful.
I told him not to, because next time I draft that, I'm going to pick that card. And just wait till my red deck opponent comes up.
So, thanks for everyone who's joining us here. We lost a few people as we talked about nonsense in the end of last round. But we are up to... They'll come back. We'll break 100 at some point.
We got a timer for this round?
We do. I'm trying to update it. There we go. So we see a turn 5 Thragtusk.
Both players playing a breakneck speed.
This is a very quick control matchup.
I think there were 2 Farseeks, so that's turn 4.
Oh.
With Oblivion Ring, a very inefficient way to deal with a Thragtusk.
Well...
Is there a really efficient way to deal with Thragtusk right now in Standard?
You counterspell it.
Yeah. You punch them in the face.
You appetite for brains it.
Did you see, old boy? Oh, that's going to be my lowlight of the week. Scotty tried to play a Supreme Verdict as a land. Oh, I caught you, Scotty. You thought I didn't see you. I saw you.
Yeah, I'm glad you started that after I stopped playing on camera, because...
You would have had at least one lowlight of the week as you blocked with a Gravecrawler.
Yeah, I blocked with a Gravecrawler, and let's not forget how many times I've dropped Liliana's while shuffling my hand.
Martial Law is a great way to deal with Thragtusk, however.
Okay, so Martial Law, not a card I'm familiar with, I'm familiar with it, but not a card you see a lot.
At the beginning of your upkeep, detain target creature.
Yep.
And for those who don't know what detain does, until the beginning of your next upkeep...
How do you spell martial law? Oh, it's not martial. It's not martial like the university.
Martial like the karate.
Oh, my.
I don't think enough martial whatever. Anyway, detain...
Martial arts, I believe you were
stops, attacks, blocks, and activated abilities.
Yes.
Very good card. Surprised to see that main board.
Yeah, I don't know if he has many of them, but... Main deck Nevermore.
Nevermore. I would name Sphinx's Revelation, but it looks like it's going to get counterspelled either way.
He's gonna think once about it.
I'm going to go find out what that means. Being the good reporter that I am. Alright.
Naming Thragtusk.
Trying to yell out.
Naming Thragtusk as we hear the garbled 50-year smoker voice out of Scotty Wright. He was losing his voice on Wednesday at Legacy, and I poked fun at him, and you could tell it bothers him, so...
We made him drink hot sauce.
You show a sign of weakness, and we pounce.
Which,
so very interesting.
How was your Legacy turnout this week?
This week we had 16 people.
All right.
As last week we had 16. The week before that, 18.
Alright, second Nevermore. We can assume that I'm going to go ask what it
Now we're just to the point where all we have to do is open the door, and the answers come.
We see end of
Pretty
turn.
soon,
End of turn Sphinx's revelation.
have the two soup cans on a string, so I don't know why we don't have that right now. But
Well, let me tell you what here. We've seen three mainboard cards out of Leon's deck that we were all surprised to see.
Just
But he's in.
forgot the sideboard.
But he's in pretty.
sideboard?
No, I don't think that. But he's in a pretty good spot here. He just syncopated a tapped out
Sphinx's
Sphinx's
Revelation.
revelation. Now I know Scotty has another one, but
Tension
Sphere.
seems pretty good against two Nevermores.
are you going to take the Nevermore or are you going to take the O-Ring?
I would take the Nevermore.
I don't really know if that's good.
What's the O-ring one?
Angel Serenity, which he doesn't have in his deck.
No, what's the O-ring one?
Oh, a Thragtusk.
No, surely not.
Am I wrong?
You're under no pressure here. You're 25 life. You free up your ability to cast Angel Serenity, which...
If he just finds one in his deck somewhere that he didn't put there?
Oh, is he not running them at all? Oh.
Okay, his opponent doesn't know.
Yeah, but what's the other card? What was the other one he named?
Thragtusk.
Yeah, but
Right, I understand getting a Fractus.
Yeah, I mean, you might be right.
Fractus for free.
You might be right.
Would be correct, but at the same time...
Yeah, he should have named Detention Sphere on the second one. The chat is pointing out. The chat is usually pretty right. Because the chat is not involved. The chat is not... the chat is unbiased and objective.
I'm unbiased. What are you talking about?
So...
How much do you like me being in here?
I don't mind it. I always encourage people to be in here. The quality of the stream is the one positive feedback that we always get is that people enjoy the commentary because it's lighthearted, and it's a much more lighthearted when there's people in here cutting up, as you would say, than when I'm in here by myself because then it's just a lot of me talking about Magic cards. See a Farseek. 2 more Detention Spheres. No, 3 Detention Spheres. If you name Detention Sphere on Nevermore, is Nevermore symmetrical? Can it not be played, or is it your opponents can't play it?
It cannot be played.
So saying D-Sphere on your Nevermore makes it
named card can't be cast, so
it makes him double mulligan there. So there's a Jace. If that Jace resolves, that's gonna be pretty good.
Is that a memory adept, Jace?
Yes.
it looks to be,
Yeah. I think that's his main win condition. Because when I asked him what he was playing, he filtered to that card and showed it to me.
This might be the Sphere safety deck. That could be the only reason I've seen running all these mainboard enchants that you normally don't see.
So here's an interesting play. He's casting Cyclonic Rift. I think he's targeting the Detention Sphere. So when the other 2 things come back, he's going to name Detention Sphere.
He will get to rename them.
Yeah.
Like you said, he does have the 2 Detention Spheres in his hand.
Now, he's going to just run this into a Dissipate. If he named Dissipate and Detention Sphere, that'd be the greatest thing in the world.
I'll go and give him a hug.
Oh my god, it resolves?
I'm not going to ask him. We're just going to leave the chat in suspense here. I know what he named.
Oh, you do know what he named?
No.
What did he name?
Sphinx's Revelation while you're tapped out. Up to 31. Draw 6.
But I think life totals are irrelevant here if Leon's deck gets to do what it wants to do. Did he activate the Jace? Oh, he did in response to the activation. And I apologize for the glare. I've been apologizing all night, but we do have a new location at the table, and we are fighting glare. It'll be fixed next week, I promise. Can you go ask what the Nevermore's name? You don't have to if you don't want to.
Now this is the Bant control deck with the black splash, so I take it has the Drown Yards.
I would imagine. I'm not.
One is named Dissipate, one is named Cancel.
Oh my goodness. But why didn't he name Detention Sphere?
Yeah.
That seems like a mistake. So he did name Dissipate, which seems amazing to me. That he would have the thought of mind to name the counterspell. Yeah. As the chat's pointing at, it clearly wasn't Sphinx's Revelation because he played the heck out of that card.
So
there's the Black Vesper that he had in his hand. Where he went for the Nevermores.
This game is very interesting because it's fought on lines that I'm not used to seeing because you usually don't see a main board Nevermore.
And we're still getting the martial law at upkeep, so we will finally get to see some damage pushed through by Scotty if there's nothing else added.
I don't think I would name Cancel.
I don't think I would name Cancel either.
Because I don't think anybody's playing Cancel. But the Dissipate was a pro play.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, how good was that?
Checking his library, see how many turns he has left to chase.
I bet I'd be curious to see if Leon has a creature in his deck.
There's what?
It'd be interesting to see if Leon even has a creature in his deck.
Oh, he said deck. Did you have Swordblade Talon in there? You want to come in here and tell the chat about it? Come on in. We have a guest, a new guest.
Logan Cutler?
Logan Cutler, explaining to us how quickly he beat his opponent.
You're done already?
Yeah, I beat him 2 games within 8 minutes. The first game, I third turn to Sublime Archangel, and then the fourth turn I Sublime Archangel, and then swung for 10 because I had a Pilgrim out. And then, he just kind of scooped. And then the second game was...
You see a detention sphere coming out?
I had a Pilgrim.
Oh my goodness.
Is that increasing confusion?
Yes. Increasing confusion. Oh, and it sticks!
3, 4, 5.
But he can flash it back next turn and win.
Yeah.
And he knows Scotty doesn't have a counterspell in his hand. Oh my goodness. He's going to get him next turn. Scotty?
Some of the band decks do run a main board elixir.
He does have one in there, but he doesn't have it in his hand though. I haven't seen if it's gotten milled yet. I draw a Pithing Needle.
We'll get back to your story.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Scotty just has to...
Yeah, I'm just going
Scotty just has to draw. He's reading martial law, realizing that his Thragtusk is detained.
Quite detained.
Well, he did. He drew a Snapcaster. So Snapcaster will help him because he has Dissipate in the yard. But Dissipate can't be played.
Yeah.
Because of the Nevermore. So he has to play, and the counterspell portion of the Azorius Charm is qualified, right? Is it Spell Pierce?
It's not a Azorius Charm. That would be Izzet Charm that you're thinking about.
I am bad at Magic once again. So he can't. There's no. Oh, he has a Dissipate in his hand that he can't play.
Yeah.
Is he playing Syncopates?
He has a way to remove the Nevermores. If he has a way to.
He has a Snapcaster,
Interact with
a
enchantments
Pithing
in
Needle.
any way.
He has 3 Supreme Verdict and a Pithing Needle, which are all dead cards. He has a Dissipate he can't cast. He has a Snapcaster Mage, which he can dig with. Do you just cast a...
Prison deck is rough.
Do you cast a Sphinx's Revelation and then pray and then leave? Is he playing Negate or something?
I would doubt that there's a negate.
I tell these boys they need to play 1 Negate in the main deck, but no one likes it.
Usually a couple dissipates is.
That's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
For those that don't know, whenever you flash back Increasing Confusion from the graveyard, it mills for twice as much.
Yeah, I'll bring up Increasing Confusion. It's an X-mill spell on the front half, but when you flash it back, it's double the fun.
So pretty much if it's in the yard at this point in the game, you're...
But I think, so I guess Scotty recognized that he didn't have, is he bringing negates?
I assume that that's 4 negates from the sideboard.
He should bring in the Sigarda too. He should just he should become the beatdown.
Yeah.
Correct.
He needs to bring in that Jace too he's not bringing in because he needs to legend rule the other two.
The hexproof should definitely...
Well, he has 1 Sigarda in. He has another one in there. Oh, he's taking it out. No, that can't be right.
He read martial law. He's aware of what that card is.
No, but he just took out. He has 2 Sigardas in his board. He filtered one of them out, and then thought about it again, and then put the one he brought out back. So no Sigardas are coming
He
in.
hasn't presented yet. So anyway, we have a game 2.
All right, so Logan.
Right.
8-minute game here.
Game 2 is first turn Pilgrim, then turn 2 Thalia, turn 3 Sublime, swung 5 with Thalia, So he's down to 15, and then turned 4 to Silver Blade on my Sublime and swung for like 16 in the air and won. And he was like, yeah, well, this sucks. He was like, and he walked over there. I walked over to JV and I was like, do you have the things cut yet? And he was like, no, but I'll get them out to you.
Beat the play slips.
And he walked back over there, I guess, to look at the time, and he was like, you beat me in less than 8 minutes. And he like,
I'm glad to hear someone else is on the receiving end of the beats.
Yeah. And I still had like a, he put, and
Oh, don't give us the still had all these stories.
no, I'm not saying it like that. The first game, like, he put 2 shrieking afflictions on me, first off.
I don't know what that is.
It's one black, it's an enchantment, and it's if I have 1 or fewer cards in my hand, then I lose 3
Hey,
life.
Jason. You were playing
Nick
Jason.
Cooper.
Oh.
So,
Nick Cooper, who inadvertently got a feature match earlier tonight because I put Nick Reed's name wrong.
yeah.
So, Joseph, you've been in here for 3 rounds. Garrett, you saw the better part of 4, at least a couple rounds. Assuming we close the polls early, I think Increasing Vengeance for the win is the highlight of the week.
Yeah, that.
Increasing confusion would be a whole lot better than increasing vengeance.
Garrett, I'm bad at magic. Is Vengeance the fork?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a double red spell you own.
Yeah.
Still not as good as Reverber.
Am I allowed to do the giveaway? What if I had my laptop and I watched the stream the whole time I was playing?
Y'all talk while I'm doing this interview.
Well, post-side board, Scotty is going to be favored, in my opinion. Whenever you board in X amount of negates, whenever you have Snapcasters in your deck, and you are able to present threats like Thragtusk, like Restoration Angel at the end of turn, you become a lot more scary for a control deck to deal with. However, we didn't see the Spirit Safety, we saw the Martial Law. Leon has a lot of ways to tax Scotty and just lock him down. And like we saw, turn 7, turn 8, you either have the Jason line or you have X lands and you can mill with Increasing Confusion, and sometimes that's all you need to win the game.
Yeah, well, in his case, yeah, that's definitely all he needed, but I mean, there were so many surprise main deck cards that we saw the first time. It's hard to see. Yeah, exactly. What's in the sideboard
Basic
at this
lands.
point?
Sideboard's in normal cards.
He brings in basic lands from the sideboard because he doesn't want to get wastelanded out. Did I tell you what I was playing at Legacy this week? Charbelcher.
Oh, really?
I went 4-0-8-0 with Charbelcher. It was simultaneously the greatest thing and also the worst thing, because you know what does not feel good? Winning with Charbelcher.
Who won for the night though? Who got the sweet packs, the hot packs?
Oh, Garrett did, because Max Turner was playing as Garrett's horse.
I had my pony in the race.
Garrett sponsored Max's entry fee for the night. Max piloting my affinity deck. We split in the finals and it played for fun. And Max ripped open the Jace in his pack, so I didn't even open my packs because I know they're garbage. So let's talk about this game here. Leon Fisher up a game with his very unique blue-white control deck featuring Mill as his win condition against Scotty Wright's Bant control list. Gentlemen, I'm going to do something I rarely do. I'm going to step out.
No.
Feel free to do whatever you want.
Okay. All right. Well.
So welcome to Garrett's House Magic Productions.
Rebranded.
Did we? Oh,
We are underway.
head deep into this game. Resolve multiple Farseeks again. You can't ask for more playing the Bant control deck than that. His opponent's on 3 lands. Has he missed a land drop yet? Looks like he has, and he's digging. Yeah, he's had to at least miss one land drop.
Yeah. That's right.
I do like those sleeves. I do like those plain sleeves. He has a blue card in hand. I have no idea.
Well, I saw the Increasing Confusion in his hand.
Is that what
so.
that is? Okay. Not familiar with the art. I do see a Sphere Safety in his hand, so if he can get that online, he will definitely help slow this Thragtusk down. Otherwise, he's on a 4-turn clock.
Because Thragtusk is a monster.
Thragtusk is a beast. That is not the Increasing Confusion right there.
Is it? No, that is
That is a Nevermore.
Chronic flooding. I believe that is chronic flooding. The enchant land. Whenever the owner taps it, they mill 3.
Yep.
Good card.
Good card. Combos very well with Sphere Safety. It gives you another enchant. You play.
Wait, the bathroom's back here?
As we see Jace Resolve immediately going to the mini Factor Fiction, and that cannot be better. Sphinx's Revelation dissipates Sphinx's Revelation.
No.
I think he's going to take the POW with... Oh my god.
Really? What?
It doesn't matter. He has the Balls of Steel. He's going to bait him into the Sphinx's Revelation. You know he has the Nevermore in hand.
Yeah.
And he took the Dissipate.
Okay, so he expected the Nevermore play there after seeing it in game 1. You see that Scotty does have the Elixir in hand. So, as we see a Guild Gate come down tapped, just untap. Sphere Safety here. Curse of Exhaustion.
Yep.
Going deep here. Is that a Soul Tithe? No, that is a Arrest on the Thragtusk. Very good way to deal with it. Like a lot of people were playing Crippling Blight against Thragtusk. Arrest is a much better version because it protects you as well.
Yep.
Should have never won that Dissipate. Oh no, because that 3. Did he have 3?
No, it's not a Nevermore. This is a Curse of
No, but he
Exhaustion.
does have one in hand. I don't know why he didn't play it that turn. Because he didn't have 3 mana open, did he?
No, he only had 2. But whenever you're in a deck that plays as much instant speed, as much low-cost stuff as this, whenever you reach this point of mana, you are able to manipulate your opponent.
Oh yeah.
There's the Elixir.
There's the Elixir coming down for those of you who aren't familiar with Elixir. Pay 2, tap, gain 5 life, shuffle your Elixir and your entire graveyard into your library. Very strong anti-mill card. Bant Control usually runs it as a way to just not lose to themselves. Multiple Sphinx Revelation. As we see a Detain come down on the Snapcaster Mage, and that card does replace itself. I think it's called Inaction Injunction.
Yes.
Injunction, yeah.
Great draft card. As it does replace itself and buy you a turn.
I have to talk to Zach about one of those. A little misprint. It was scratched up during production. So.
Versus Scotty, he is going to be limited to 1 counterspell a turn too, by the way. He's not going to be able to... Curse of Exhaustion sneakily handles Snapcaster Mages very well. As we see... This is the cancel. That's not Chronic Flooding.
That's a cancel, yeah.
Just spewing out random words, I guess, is what I'm doing. Anyway, Curse of Exhaustion very handily takes care of Snapcaster Mages, as you can only play 1 spell a turn.
And there's the Jace in his hand, but it seems kind of not.
Well, it wouldn't be under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Sphere Safety, yeah, you don't have a lot that can interact with that. It can build up quite quickly. This prison deck is just absolutely brutal. Unforgiving. 1, 2, 3 enchants in play. You have to pay 3 to attack with that Snapcaster. Devaluing that Curse of Exhaustion slightly, but still. We'll see an Oblivion Ring, I think another Thragtusk, and a Dissipate in Scotty's hands.
Yeah, that's what it appears to be for me.
I don't think you jam the Thragtusk here. Well, you might. If you do jam the Thragtusk here, you will receive Detention Sphere, land. Not quite as impressive as Sphinx's Revelation, Dissipate. We do fear the Detention Sphere. That might be something to name with Nevermore, as our Sphere Safety on our Curse of Exhaustion has Scotty locked down pretty well, and Scotty notices this. Quickly going to go for the Curse of Exhaustion. That was just 1 spell this turn, right? What if you tapped 3 mana 4 previously?
I guess he tapped it for the Detention Sphere, and after that...
Oh yeah, he was just tapping something else preemptively. So now we're paying for
the Sphere Safety.
the Sphere Safety tax. I apologize, I will try to manipulate. Let's see which way we go. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Don't worry, kids.
We will try again.
We'll see if that takes.
Yeah, and Scotty should be 25.
We're just worrying about one thing at a time here.
Yeah.
Life total's not updating. Scotty Wright at 25. Leon at 16. That is not the story here. Life totals are nearly irrelevant at this point in the game. We see an Oblivion Ring, and here come the beats. And I might have lied about life totals being irrelevant. We pay the tax for sphere safety. Leon just shaking his head in disgust. Slowly but surely, Scotty is digging out of this prison. And with a threat tusk on board, threatening sustained, as we see the arrest come back.
Yep.
I was about to say, Thragtusk, a resilient card, threatening protection against the sweeper by giving you a 3/3 base if it leaves the battlefield, but fortunately for Leon, arrest just stops him.
Hey.
Figure out everything.
Yeah,
Except the
we've severely
Yeah, we don't know how to do
screwed up everything. All of the viewers are gone. We have signed off from Twitch.
Is Scotty in control of this one?
He has slowly pulled himself back out. Leon's still putting up a fight. 25-9 right now. I will relinquish the seat of power.
No, you're fine. I probably should have told you how to do the life totals.
Well, how do I update the life totals?
You just update each one, and then you have to save it.
So, file save?
Yeah, or Alt-FS. That's what I always do.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Cancel.
Wait for it, kids.
By the time you get that one changed, the left one will change again.
And are we at 9, or is that an upside down 6?
Well, 9 is an upside down 6.
We do have a winner. I want to bring up the chat. How do I bring up the chat over there?
You need to see this over here. Here, I'll get it. It's all the way. We should have like a short course one day where I show everybody how to do this.
All right.
105 people. You've done well, Gary.
Yeah.
Bringing them in.
Control S will work too.
Control S's.
I actually can't control S because that will activate hotkeys on my XSplit.
I knew this. I knew this.
Take that, Twitch.
Okay.
Also,
Anyway,
Garrett's lying.
we're also playing a game
Markham.
we're also playing a game of Magic the Gathering here.
Yeah.
We see a cancel, a Jace, and mystery cards in Leon's hand.
Does he have martial law in play?
No, not to skim.
He did not land a martial law. We're looking at an overloaded cyclonic? No, just a regular cyclonic.
Why did he bounce that? Wouldn't you bounce the token?
What did he bounce?
Restoration Angel? He Cyclonic Rifted Restoration Angel. Seems to me like the token would be a better choice, as they both present the same number of damage.
And one you won't get back.
But then again, guys, I'm very bad at Magic.
He is playing Nevermore, and you cannot Nevermore Beast Token. Well, I guess
You can, but it's a very bad choice.
Never will what?
Pithing Needle.
naming Jace Memory of Death.
Yeah, probably.
Did it resolve?
He's reading it. Yeah, it resolved.
Yeah.
Scotty.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, and we got a...
Oh, I really hope that we did not just name Jace. And then the Tamio lands. Okay.
Yeah.
Dissipate by Scotty Wright.
Yep.
We're still holding on to this Nevermore. We've been holding on to this
Jace Memory of
Nevermore.
Death, as expected, on the potato.
And then he played Tamio, which got dissipated. So.
Scotty in complete control here. Crashing in with the 3/3. It looks like there are 2 enchants in play. So he's going to have to pay 2. Still only leaves him with 8 mana. I think 8 mana is pretty good. We see another cancel drawn, not quite what Leon needs. Yep, and we're going to go to a game 3.
It was like
Scotty Wright with Bant control, Leon Fisher with blue, white, and mill.
During limited, he does it like that? I was like,
Blue, white, prison. She has a more accurate name here. And I like it. Not something I would expect it to have seen at the top of the slate at FNM.
The chat was suggesting a one of omniscience in Leon's deck might be cool.
Bull.
My
Bogus.
thought on that is that a one of omniscience in any deck is pretty cool.
Bogus. Omniscience is unplayable.
Actually,
In every format, no.
no.
It's particularly funny and particularly deceitful from Garrett because this previous Tuesday, Garrett jamming all sorts of omniscience in his Bruna Alabaster of Light or whatever EDH deck to wreck so much house.
Omniscience into Mind Unbound, was that good?
There's a new... Hold on a second.
Spoiler
Spoiler alert from
the
Logan.
12 mana, 4 blue, 8 colorless, and like you draw your deck and place one card from your hand on top.
Was it on the link that I posted on the Facebook page?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you follow the link,
was-
I posted some spoilers on the Facebook page that were on MTG Salvation. The picture I posted was the new Gruul Planeswalker. Whatever his name was, I can't remember. But the
Something Raid, R-A-D.
yeah,
Damari Raid?
Domri Raid.
Yeah.
Domri Raid.
Who's pretty good. But okay, so you're talking about another one of the spoil
No,
cards.
the
Four blue, 8 colorless.
Yeah.
It's a sorcery.
And you draw your deck, place one of your cards in your hand on the top of your library. So you have one card in your library, so you don't mill out next turn, and you have unlimited hand size for that turn. Now, on the
So you want to pair that with omniscience?
oh my gosh, just play your deck.
And ladies and gentlemen, I think we've reached the point where we've identified the greediest play in the history of Magic.
Put a Laboratory Maniac back on top. There
Suddenly,
you go.
Inspiration seems like a great sideboard card. Target you, draw 2 cards.
Is there a card that says you win the game if you have X number of cards in your hand? I know there's a lot of, if you have X life with Feldar Sovereign, if you have X creatures in your graveyard with Mortal Kombat, there's a lot of alternate win cards. But is there one that says if you have X cards in your hand, or you have X cards in your library, you win the game?
Battle of Wits.
Battle of Wits, 200 in your library, you win.
Right. I was thinking, I'm going low end here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, we're on to game 3 here with 10 minutes, so we'll get back a little bit.
Both players look like they have.
It's called
Hands,
it's
Leon.
called Enter the Infinite.
Yeah.
There is a link in the chat by that.
Leon did keep a 2-man hand on the play, which is really risky. Do not like that against the deck that can suddenly crap out 11 power worth of guys in 1 turn. He has managed to hit his 3rd land drop, proving that once again I joined Zach in the idiot booth.
Did Scotty win the second game just through counter magic, basically?
Through counter magic, through his own Oblivion Rings. I guess he sides on Oblivion Rings against another Detention Sphere deck.
I like that. You heard it here first, guys.
Cards that can interact with other cards better than cards that cannot interact with other cards.
Evermore, best card.
Oh, yeah, the chat is also
Had it.
saying that if you cast Enter the
4th
Infinite,
land, had it.
put the Lab Maniac into play. Thought Scour yourself.
Curse of Exhaustion targets you.
Good. Didn't think about it. All the blue
So
cards.
is this your new standard brew for
No, I
rocking with the worst deck ever?
I despise playing blue.
You go 0 for your lifetime with that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You never know.
I know.
As we see a Tameo come down,
Little
the
blue
Curse of
demon
Exhaustion
man
came
ran
down,
for it.
the Tameo came down, and now we see the Detention Sphere on the Tameo. Still have the Curse to deal with, which in the Snapcaster deck is pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
But fortunately for Scotty, he has no graveyard right now, nothing to worry about. Jace comes into play. Jace will resolve. Cavern, land.
Oh, well.
Let's separate that cavern there and get rolling.
Omniscience deck. Someone posted a link.
The Seance deck, talked about it in chat. The Seance deck is quite interesting. It does have the combo win with the Laboratory Maniac and Mirror Mad Phantasm.
Yeah.
Index plus Minesweeper plus Enter the Infinite. I don't know what Minesweeper does.
Minesweeper is the 2-drop 1/1 flying bird. Pay 2 colorless and give it +X to, or discard a mill 1, gets +X, where X is that card's from remaining cost. So basically giving it +12, making it a 12/12 for the turn. Cavern of Souls, I'm assuming named Beast or Angel. Looks like Beast. Well, we do have the Sigarda. Looks like he did board in. Looks like he did board in the Sigarda this game.
A link to a good seance there.
And one Cedric Phillips has been playing a seance deck. I'm going to write this topic down, because that is something near and dear to my heart. I'm a big fan of the Cedric Phillips, and he has been trying to make a seance deck work. I don't think it's the right time for it right now, because turns 1 through 4 you do absolutely nothing, and then you're rolling. You get the machine rolling. You have the Geissaner Monks for blockers. You have other enter the battlefield abilities, obviously, and then you can either do the combo win. You can just do the big Angel Glory's Rise win. It's a very versatile deck. Very susceptible to graveyard hate, very susceptible to aggro. Ooh. Maybe I should get back to this match.
Yeah.
We see a Leon Fisher failing to realize what hexproof means. And being forced, so horrible to have to Oblivion a Jace. What a terrible, first world problems here, guys.
Yeah.
You didn't have to.
But it's starting to get to the point also where time is going to be a factor in this. We've got roughly, unofficial clock time. We've got less than 6 minutes.
We got a 4-turn clock here.
Okay, I see.
We are paying 4 for the sphere safety.
There are plenty of things you could have removed, the Gentian sphere safety.
Again, I
think he wants to.
This Curse of Exhaustion just really falling
Supreme
off.
Verdict.
Supreme Verdict does seem good against that. Sigarda. Probably didn't bring in Unsummons against the Creatureless deck. Let's see. But again, the Curse of Exhaustion does not have any synergy whatsoever. Whenever you're attacking your opponent, the mana that they're spending for the tax is not inefficient, because they can't cast anything but more than one spell chain. Thragtusk. Uncounterable. Is this a good card? 5 minutes left in the round. The Azorius Charm can slow down the Thragtusk a little bit. We're looking at a flashback increasing confusion. Wow. That might be the highlight of the week right there.
Yeah, right there. The last card flipped up.
Flashback increasing confusion for 3. Mill 6. What's that last card? Is that your one of the Elixir of Immortality?
Yeah.
That might be pretty good.
Yeah.
Got problem there.
Not sure if Cedric Phillips has his list up anywhere. Twitch TV/SetiP. Watch the videos. There are video archives.
What's his name? Leon. What's his name?
Cedric Phillips does show off his deck often. It would not take you longer than 5 minutes to find
Alright,
deck
he just
list off that
flashback.
off that Twitch site.
3. Milled 6. Last card was his one.
As predicted, the Azorius Charm is
Scotty got
going
lucky. No, Scotty got unlucky. He got milled out as
to reset the draw here. Thragtusk goes back on top. Might seem like a horrible play in any other situation, except for whenever you're playing a mill deck. We're going to update the life totals here. Relevant stuff.
Almost the same the last time we tried to do this, except Leon has one less. Done a turn 4 double Captain of the Watch and Blazer? What?
What's he trying to resolve there?
I don't care. I'm doing Twitch stuff. I'm a technician.
It's in his remove from game pile. Would you be using these Sphinx's Revelations so aggressively if you're playing against the mill deck?
Yes. You have a lot of redundancy in your card draw as the Bant control deck, so you have very little threats to present. Your main threats are Restoration Angel, Thragtusk, and in Scotty's case, Sigarda. So, if you do not have those in your hand, you are obviously not putting any pressure on your opponent. You need to find them as soon as possible.
Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, really? Who's signed it? You?
5 minutes from
5 minutes remain.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. It's too hard to do. Even I have no.
Wow.
No,
Full
even I
confidence
struggle.
from Mr. Sells Magic.
I'm just telling you, I struggle to do it.
To do what?
To update the clock on the fly, like it hates you, and then it like ends
It's
up
on the
putting, like,
computer.
time
Like,
it
the
has.
fly is over here somewhere.
It's just
The stream
convoluted.
can't. The stream can't see it.
Plus 3 on the time.
Yeah, all this stuff over here looks very, very complex.
It's not complex.
Like overly. Like I feel like it just doesn't need to be like that. Because they're all separate
No, no.
boxes, aren't they?
No, it has to be. That we can update them individually. On the fly. Otherwise.
Martial law coming down. That will
slow Scotty down.
definitely push this more towards the top. I don't think either of these players can afford a draw right now. I think
It's drawn out.
Yeah.
I can look at the standings. Well, you do that.
we
I'll do
might
the math.
have a 110 point come in. I'm assuming 110 point will get in by my out of my butt math. Martial law comes in. Sphinx's Revelation at the end of your turn. Leave up negate mana. So it's a very small Sphinx's Revelation. No, he's going to go ahead and go in all in on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what you do that for, kiddies. You pull the Thragtusk, you slam the Thragtusk, you try to get in.
There could be 2 10-point players.
I knew it. It's like I've played this game before.
Yeah.
Do you not just slam Thragtusk?
Oh, I get the 7 as soon as you see,
You have to slam the Thragtusk. You have the Cavern Beast. The Syncopate is a very dead card.
Yeah.
You have the Curse of Exhaustion. You are only allowed to cast 1 spell a turn. And that's why he didn't leave 2 open last turn, guys. Curse of Exhaustion, while it does shut down Snapcaster Mage quite well, it does shut off your own counter spells to protect your stuff.
I lost too many.
O-Ring, Curse. Has to be Curse. You do not have to name what you're targeting with Oblivioning until it resolves. Scotty knows this.
Same goes for any when it interests in the field, I think.
I'm assuming that this has already been announced as resolved. Means that our opponent has 1 open mana.
What are you talking about?
Is he going to get his chase back? If he gets his chase back, he will be able to go a little bit deeper.
Ooh, it comes back in refreshed and everything.
Yes. Comes back in with 4 loyalty. Immediately able to get all these cards that he cannot cast on his turn. Oh, please 3-0-ing. Please give him a 3-0, pal. Leon, we already know you have the biggest kahunas of all.
Biggest one?
Kahunas. The pleasant word for
Yeah.
word for
Trying to keep it PG for the stream here, or at least PG-13-ish.
man meatballs.
The glare and Sharpie are
They're asking about the card across from Scotty's library. That is,
Exhaustion.
yeah.
Enchant, it's a cursed. Enchant player. Enchanter player cannot play more than 1 spell per turn. Very rarely seen. Used to be a very mean combo card. The combo with Curse of Exhaustion used to come from Knowledge Pool. Knowledge Pool,
It's good card.
you had to cast a spell, and then you'd be able to play a spell out of Knowledge Pool. However, if you're only allowed to play 1 spell a turn, Curse of Exhaustion literally locks you out of the game. You are no longer allowed to play spells from your hand, which is generally where people want to play spells from. You see a cancel and a negate, looks like an increasing confusion hitting. That's 8.
8.
I'm going to say it's 8.
It looked like 8.
Doesn't matter, we can't tell how many cards he has left in his library. We'll know if he's milled out whenever he has no cards left in his library. I'm assuming that this flashback increasing confusion is going to be for lethal, which is why
14 or 16, one of the two.
Which is why Leon went ahead with it.
Yeah.
Really what I'm thinking in Scotty's position. Overgrown Tomb tapped. Are you serious? You're 31 life. Your opponent's playing a mill deck. Seriously. Trying another Oblivion Ring. Is this a detention sphere? We need to free up that Cursed Exhaustion. Yeah.
There it is.
Then we have...
Well,
1, 2,
we've
3,
gotten time in the round as well.
4, 5. 1 Thragtusk. This is turn 0. Gain 5. Still didn't have to play that Overgrown Tomb tap.
Yeah.
Actually, wow. If we didn't play that Overgrown Tomb tap, we could have 2 Thragtusks this turn.
Yeah.
Seems a little bit better to have your opponent dead. Wow.
The next turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a martial law at play. I am an idiot. And we do get to leave up counterspell mana for the flashback on Increasing Confusion or the
Jace Memory Adept.
Snapcaster Mage. We are allowed to play our Snapcaster Mage finally.
Snapcast for the Dissipate. Negate.
Syncopate you. Yeah, the negate on the card that you can't get back out of your graveyard seems pretty good instead of wasting a Dissipate on it.
6, 7, 8, 9,
So
10.
It looks like we have a mighty 5 or less cards in the library.
Yeah, it just looks like 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
I mean, that
So we
is
hope is... Fortunately, you're not allowed to miss a trigger. Okay, there's at least 3 cards. Doesn't matter. I mean, there is an Increasing Confusion in the graveyard. We're assuming that the Thragtusk is tapped down. Life totals are incorrect. Not going to fix them. The family of Drowned comes into play? Really? That's kind of
It's a little late.
That's kind of embarrassing at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, might as well just do it to yourself, right?
Step out of the game.
So we have 5 points coming in. This is turn 2 of turns. Can drop our opponent down to 7. Man, this is what you want. It's your winning in. You want your winning in to come down to the very last turn, because this is definitely going to be spicy. This is turn 2 right now. Scotty's thinking it over. 1, 2,
I think just 2.
3. We have an Essential Sphere on that Tameo. He has to pay 3 for each attacker. He has to kill that Jace. He has to have a counterspell. This is a rough spot for Scotty to be in.
He's got 3 cards in his deck. I think he just loses here because of Increasing Confusion.
Yeah, they're
So
talking
we
it
have to
over.
pay 6 to attack the Jace. That'll leave us 6 mana to counterspell with.
I don't think it really, unless he forgot about this confusion in there.
Well, he has a Jace in play.
Whoa.
The chat is mentioning, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Can you go back and fix it? Oh, they are right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Things just got ugly, everybody.
Like, they just
Okay. We will.
they're fixing it right now. That's why he's putting this back in his script.
We'll let the players play this. We are not going to go out and interrupt them.
Yeah. Well, they already fixed it.
Leon
Yeah.
and Scotty are both very competent players. They realized the mistake. They're going to back it up. 1 turn. 1 turn is very, very decent. It is actually what would happen.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Quit playing that play.
Usually within 1 turn is
why they
whenever
put
it
it
is.
back in. He had a Jace out already. And
Yeah.
Jace is,
Yeah.
so he
Didn't
couldn't.
shuffle his library, so we're actually able to back that up by
Right.
the top 10 cards.
Right. That's what we're explaining. Even at the high level events, as long as something hasn't progressed very far, usually a judge can come in and just back it up a turn. No big deal. The top of the library changes, of course, but that is unknown to everybody. Anyway.
He's just, I think that really changes a lot here.
Definitely. We have 3 mana up. We don't have...
Yep, there it is.
We do not have... He had anything. Did he not have the...
Because he's got
Increasing
13.
Confusion?
Yeah, but he's got
Graveyard?
13 in his deck right now.
Alright, an Increasing Confusion for 7 beats him.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't... I guess that was a flashback earlier.
No, that was still there.
Alrighty.
He forgot about it.
What are we talking about?
He had an Increasing Confusion in his graveyard he forgot about.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and he shook. I'm pretty sure it's still there.
Well, I was sitting out there. He didn't notice it while I was out there.
The syncopate, I'm pretty sure, was on top of it, or 2 cards on top of it.
That's brutal, because Scotty only had like 10 cards left.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Oh, he's down to 13.
Welcome
man.
to Magic the
He's down to
Gathering
7
at
for 14.
quarter after 11 on a Friday night
Scotty has Sphinx
At
and
a-
another irrelevant card in his hand.
at a local
he has to
FNM.
kind of
Right.
Play mistakes will happen.
Yeah.
These are not Louis Scott Vargas and Brian Kibler facing off.
They're coming later. They're coming later.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate if that's the case, but
Yeah.
regardless of that, that was probably the neatest homebrew deck that I've seen.
Yeah, that was pretty chill.
So which camera is this?
Studio Cam.
Where's that
Number
at?
2. Alright, are you taking off?
Okay.
Studio
I
Cam.
didn't know if you were
Whoa.
Wait for it.
Oh, there we are.
I'm not.
There we
Welcome
are.
back.
I'll come see you about the card.
Yeah.
I am not Zach Sells Magic. This is Mr. Sells Magic.
Yeah.
I'm Gary Sells Magic.
Needs to be bigger.
Garrett,
I'm good enough.
excellent job filling in. It was nice to actually walk outside and visit with people during this thing.
Well, the chat is very tired of me. They said, never bring this guy back.
Did they say that?
I've gotten death threats.
Yeah, I don't see this either.
So, thanks to everyone who's watching. I saw you got up to 150 people there.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you are going to quit watching now because it's back to us and we're not showing Magic, but we're coming to top 8 here.
Yeah.
We're getting the top 8 here. Do I have the papers that was brought in?
No.
So let's go over who's going to be in our top 8
the
tonight.
papers. I got the stuff.
Let's talk about who our top 8 competitors are going to be tonight.
When's Max Turner?
Our 4-0s and our draw-ins were Max Turner playing 4-color control, stream favorite Max Turner, recipient of 3 Highlight of the Week honors in previous weeks. He drew in with Brandon Hart, who's playing Esper control,
Esper Walkers.
Esper Planeswalkers. Also making it our Troy King with John mid-range flashing for Lingering Souls.
Not a 4-color.
Jonathan Wright, who's playing Junk Tokens. Scott Driver playing Red Deck Wins.
Is that
And Scotty Wright playing... Yes.
Nick and Alec drew, so they're both at 10 as well.
That changes things drastically.
So much.
Okay.
At the least, counting you two, Adam, and
What's that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I apologize for this. We're trying to figure out who's going to be in here so I can tell you about it. We're just losing people like a drop of a hat. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, what's the Rich Hagen? We're trying to Rich Hagen it up here.
7, 8.
You are no Rich Hagen, sir. You have to talk. I can't even do it.
Yeah, so there's going to be one 3, 1, and 1 player in. And it's either going to be Adam Vickers, Alec Wright, or Nick Reed. The ironic thing about that is if it's Adam Vickers, not only will we be thrilled, and the stream will go nuts, but the other 2 gentlemen will have drawn themselves out of the top 8 because one of them was for sure going to make it. You can't do it. There are 43 people here tonight who played 5 rounds. You can't comfortably draw into anything unless you are 4-0.
Look at the standings. If you have to, you take a picture with your phone.
So,
Discuss with your opponent.
Justin Sayers in with Jun Zombies. Scotty's in with his Bant control deck we just saw. So a lot of control decks in the top 8. 1 copy of Red Deck Wins, likely 1 copy of Zombies. And then we'll see which 10-point player makes it to the top 8. More important, he did not make it.
Oh. One more Nicol Bolas. Now we only have 1.
No. But let's talk now about that bad boy. Congratulations to the Count on Twitter. He won the Rock, Paper, Scissors giveaway. He'll be receiving this Thanksgiving
I thought it
themed
was actual, like promo Avison's
Avison's Pilgrim, signed and altered by Adam Vickers. Adam Vickers, his signature AV initials with a little poop. And then you'll notice that the Avison's Pilgrim has on a pilgrim hat. So signed and altered. How awesome is that? Everyone loves Adam Vickers. So thanks.
To add 1 turkey to your belly. Cool.
Thanks to everyone who watched. Did we get confirmation that he had an increasing confusion in the graveyard?
Doesn't matter.
It would matter because I would have liked to have seen. And not that I'm rooting against.
We did have an increasing confusion cast earlier. I think there was only 1. I'm sure that he would have missed it.
Did he already flash 1 back?
That was probably the flashback.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't confirm that. So it's very unlikely that he put.
Yeah, very unlikely.
Okay. they're announcing the everybody who won a pack.
Which is
One good
everybody
thing-
that's not in the top 8.
One good thing about playing here at FNM at Friday Night Magic, number one, it's a lot of fun. Number two, it only costs $5. And number three, payouts very, very flat at the bottom end. You get a pack a lot of times. You get a pack a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's always good to come and feel like you've won something. So, anything during that match that came up that we wanted to talk about? Someone wrote Seance deck.
Yeah, that wasn't me. I'm just gonna.
What
No,
was the Seance deck?
They
in
were
reference to?
talking about Cedric Phillips. Currently, right now is
is
working on us.
testing that.
Yeah.
There's a bit of hubbub in the Magic financial community because one prominent financial writer bought several thousand copies of Seance and then has spent the last several months trying desperately to get every pro and every deck tech and everything possible about it so he can try and make 50 cents a card on that, which I don't necessarily approve of, but who cares what I think? I'm a weirdo with a beard in a broom closet with a webcam. So thanks to everyone who joined us. Got up to 150 people there during that match. Looked like some good Magic. I watched a little bit of it while I was out there, but I did work the room a little bit. It's one thing, unfortunately, I don't get to do very much, is to go out and talk with people who come. A lot of new players here tonight. We did see a lot of interesting homebrews. That's because there were just a lot more players here playing not net decks.
Yeah.
And obviously, anytime we can see a deck someone put their hard work into, built from their own little noggin, much more exciting to see those results. So, coming up with the top 8, I guarantee we'll play at least some of the top 8. There might be some choppage, but I guarantee that they will
Well, at
play
least get a
some of
first
it.
round. Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, while we wait for that, if anybody has any questions in the chat, would like to pop those bad boys off, feel free to do so.
People saying that sometimes I just prefer the brews. I mean, it's nice to see.
What now?
Well,
Yes, you
Brett's
can.
and Max.
Who are you paired against?
I have no clue.
Max Turner sneaking in there. We wanted you to play on camera, but you kept getting paired against people who had just played on camera.
Yep.
And Garrett's just going to
I'll
know.
track my opponent over there, man.
All right, it's you and whoever you get
Just sit
paired
there and
with.
start shuffling cards. I'll figure it out.
So Max Turner will be the feature match. He was the number 1 seed, I guess you would say. A little bit more bookkeeping here while we're killing time. Don't forget our 2 giveaways if you want to win your own copy of Adam Vickers' promo Thanksgiving-themed Absence Pilgrim. Tough luck because that's a one-of-a-kind item. That's going to our friend Account.
If
Who?
you could be a Magic card, what would you be?
I'm listening. Max versus Nick. So 4-color control versus green-white humans.
Bad matchup.
Excellent.
Bad matchup for Max.
I don't know.
Have you ever heard of a card called Wright?
Yeah.
You know what it does? It's back to your hand.
Yeah. You can never more Rancor.
Yeah.
You can.
Max
I don't
Turner.
think Max is playing that.
Max Turner playing 4-color control. So the Morgantown guy's getting some good love here on the stream tonight. Logan's not from Morgantown, but he is part of that crew. And he will be playing, what did I say? 4-color control versus
Green light?
Nick Reed. Playing green-white humans. Another notable green-white humans pilot at West Virginia State Magic Tournament. That man. Featured in round 1. How could you see coverage of West Virginia State Magic Tournament?
Please don't send me that.
Go to round 2 and beyond
Yes.
on our YouTube channel. We did stream West Virginia States this year, which was awesome, I thought.
Which was round 1, turn 1, Sun Battle Grove tap. Turn 2, Ghost Quarter.
Turn 3.
Turn 7, finally found the third one.
You did get boned hard on that game. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way life works. So, within minutes here, we should have our top 8 match. For those of you, here's the thing. Like I said, a couple people left earlier tonight because they were afraid it was going to be, huh? They were afraid it was going to last too long. It didn't last too long at all.
No.
It's not even 11:30. We're firing off top 8. Yeah. So, question in the chat there, was anybody playing Reanimator tonight? Yeah, Joe Lewis is playing Reanimator. He's playing Reanimator every week.
Taylor.
Matt Taylor's playing a junk Reanimator deck. Matt lost his win. Michael lost his winning in, and then Joe didn't had an off night tonight. But Also, a question about whether or not we'll be doing modern FNM. We've talked about that in the past. Wizards announcing that they'll be having modern as an FNM sanctionable format.
Standard deck at it.
You can play every standard deck is modern legal almost.
No, hardly. Especially in 12 standard decks with Ponder. Oh my goodness.
I said almost, but
Cards good enough for standard, man. Modern.
seems like we probably won't have modern FNMs, but we're going to try to have modern tournaments. We've talked in the past